Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the latest leaks about the next generation of gaming, specifically Sony rumored PlayStation 6 handheld. We'll break down the tech, the strategy, and what it means for you, the gamer. A big thanks to Moore's Law is Dead. We will be referencing his video throughout, so if you like this video, go check his out for sure. So as you know, Moore's Law is Dead a couple weeks ago released a video where he had some old information on the PlayStation handheld Canis, and he said these are not updated, these are not up to date things that are going on right now. And yeah, so he was like, take it with a grain of salt, but according to him, this what we're going to break down is the actual thing that we're gonna have in there. More than likely, 90% of this is going to be in the PlayStation handheld Canis. So what makes this rumored handheld tick? It's all about the new custom chip from AMD, codenamed Canis. Think of it as the brain and the muscle of the console all in one. The brain CPU is rumored to have special high efficiency cores that run the system and powerful cores just for gaming. This means that the handheld can be powered conscious when you're on the menu, but unleash the beast when you're in the game. And as far as the muscle for the GPU is the muscle of a console or of a computer. So if you're interested in that, this upcoming thing will be very exciting for you. The graphics are powered by next generation technology that is expected to be significantly faster than the PS5. We're talking better looking games, smoother frame rates, and immersive worlds all in the palm of your hand. This is the one out of all the things that are in here, the one that concerns me the most in the entire system is RAM. And the reason being is if you have too much of random access memory in a console or a PC, and if the game is really hungry, or like let's say 30 they have 30 gigs in the console and only maybe half of that is going to be for games. So it needs to have heavy RAM in order for it to run PS5 games, especially run PS5 games better than the PS5 in terms of AI and upscaling, because there's no way handheld is going to be better than PS5. The memory RAM, games are getting bigger and more complex, and they need a lot of memory to run. The leak suggests this handheld could have a massive amount of RAM, which is great news for future proofing and for developers who want to push the limits. This is especially important for all the new AI features we're seeing in games. And while that's nice, all those specifications sound really nice, but keep in mind this is a handheld that is going to be like doing some things better than the PS5. It makes you wonder, how much is it going to cost? A powerful handheld is great, but not if it breaks the bank. So what's this thing going to cost? Smart design. Though it's using cutting edge technology, the chip is designed to be small and efficient to produce. This helps keep the cost down. So RDNA 5 is kind of going to break the limits in terms of what you're getting since RDNA 4, which is the architecture of the other chip. So the cores that are in this next RDNA 5 are like 6 to 5% stronger and more efficient than the previous RDNA 4 chips that are in there. And keep in mind, PS5 Pro is like on RDNA 2.9. So RDNA 3 from RDNA 4 is a 56% jump and efficiency, and on top of that 6% more, which makes it more efficient than we have now. So that is going to keep the cost down because they won't have to put as much power into it, as much hardware, because of the fact that it's more efficient. So that's nice. Competitive pricing. Moore's Law's Dead video suggests that the price for this handheld will be very competitive, possibly around the same price as the Nintendo Switch 2, which by the way is about $450, which is kind of really good considering you're gonna have some beefy power in there. They might even be willing to sell it at a small profit to get into as many hands as possible. The goal seems to be to get all of those PlayStation 4 owners to finally upgrade. So if you didn't know, one of the weird things about this generation of gaming is that most people haven't upgraded from the PS4. And when I mean most, I mean like 50% of the user base of people that buy games for PlayStation are still on PlayStation 4, and for every good reason as well. The pandemic and the political climate hasn't helped anybody when it's come to console gaming or just the gaming in general. Game prices have gone up, and also console prices and peripherals has gone up as well. So everything is getting more expensive because of the current political climate when it comes to tariffs, and nobody's really had the money to upgrade from a PS4 because nobody can afford a console that's $399. Not that no one can. A good amount of people buy it, but not as many, which is what PlayStation wants. They want more people to have the console because the more people have consoles, the more chance there is for them to buy games. So we talked about price and we talked about the tech that's in this console, but the bottom line is, what are you going to be able to experience from something that A is affordable and B extremely powerful? Performance. In simple terms, this handheld could be as powerful or in some cases even more powerful than a PS5. It is expected to be especially good at next gen features like ray tracing, which makes lighting in games look more realistic. And also, it allows you to upscale games from a smaller resolution to a higher looking resolution game, or even use ray tracing in DLSS, or in this case PSSR or FSSR, or whatever they're going to name it for next generation. The competition. Sony isn't playing in a vacuum. This handheld seems designed to go head to head with the next console from Nintendo and Valve. More competition is always good for us because of the fact that these guys are going to want to be the top dog in this handheld market. And by the way, if you are not prepared, there is going to be an even bigger handheld race and war, which is good for all of us. And if you weren't sick of handhelds like coming out like crazy recently, you're gonna be even more sick because Sony, Valve, and Nintendo are going to be competing when it comes to this market, and expect them to either lower or to match prices accordingly. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think the price is going to be for this handheld? Do you think it's going to be $399? Do you think it's going to be $299? Which, by the way, do not push your luck and think that it's going to be $299. Even though I hope that it is, more than likely they're going to try to get it at around $350. If they do it at $299, that is some unmitigated black magic that they're doing with that price, because it would be insane. I hope I eat my words and it is $299. Let me know what you think below, and remember, you're pretty good.